What's up, cool kids? FD White back with another episode. Welcome back to the channel. So I saw two charts that really got me to thinking, really got me to go on this morning. And Bitcoin is gone. Bitcoin is gone. And let's take that back. Bitcoin is going. Bitcoin is going, and it's going fast. It's going fast. Like, FD, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? So we're not talking about price. We're not talking about what's going on with the ebbs and the flows in the market. I'm talking about the Bitcoin supply. So the Bitcoin supply is about 21 million. It's very scarce when it comes to these type of assets. So 21 million Bitcoins can ever be produced. Right now it's about 18 to 19 million that are in circulation, because they say about 2 million are lost, and Satoshi's wallet that probably will never move, will never be sold or transferred, things like that. So that leaves about 19 million coins in circulation. So we're gonna keep that thought in mind. So let's look at this chart here. This is showing Google Trends. So you're like, what, FD, why are you showing Google Trends? Now think about this. The Google trend right now, and this is a worldwide search, is showing that the searches for Bitcoin are very low. Now look at 2020, 2021, and then we went to a bear market in about 2022. And then coming out of 2023, we started to get a nice little run up off of the lows. But if we look at the Google Trends now, it's almost back to those bear market lows. So what is that telling you? I'm gonna give you 5 seconds to think about that. Give you a couple seconds to write that down in the comments. What do you think this is telling you? That Bitcoin is almost at all-time highs. I think we're sitting at about 103 right now. We did come off that 105 level a couple days ago. We're back down to about 103 right now. But Bitcoin, we zoom out, we're almost at all-time highs. But the Google trends, the Google searches are at an all-time or almost at bear market lows, 2022 bear market lows. So this chart is from 2020 to now. What is that telling me? That's telling me that retail is not really interested. Retail is not really here. So why is Bitcoin almost at all-time highs? Let's use the logical brain. Because this is an institutional-led rally. This is institutions, nation states. This is companies. This is big entities. These are the ETFs. This is all these big companies, all these big players buying. If you go out in the street, if you go out and talk to people about Bitcoin, nobody really wants to talk about Bitcoin. Nobody really wants to talk about crypto right now. So in that aspect, you are still a bit early, but that's also going to show you that Bitcoin is not like the talk of the town like it was back in 2022 or 2020, 2021. A lot of people did get burned during that bear market. So a lot of people do have PTSD when it comes to Bitcoin, when it comes to crypto. So we don't know if those people are coming back, but it does tell me that retail is not here. Now let's look at this chart here. This chart here is showing me the Bitcoin price in relation to the Bitcoin on exchanges. So if we see the Bitcoin price continues to rise as the Bitcoin on exchanges continues to come down. So even the OTC, I don't think this covers the OTC market, the over-the-counter market. If some big player, if somebody who holds a lot of Bitcoin wants to sell to somebody over the counter, that's not showing here. But what it does show is that the Bitcoin exchanges, or the crypto exchanges that hold Bitcoin, is getting low, and it's getting low very fast. So that's what I mean when I say Bitcoin is gone. So it's not really gone. It's a little clickbaity, but it is going. And this is why I implore people to get into Bitcoin, because let's say 5-10 years down the line, every 4 years, once we get less and less Bitcoin into the market, we get more and more big players coming in, more and more people who are convicted and want to hold Bitcoin long term to hedge against whatever. This thing is going to continue to go down. This chart is going to continue to go down. And then what do we have? We have a supply shock. And when we have a supply shock, that's really when the Bitcoin price is going to start to go up very fast. So that's what I'm waiting on. I do think it's still good to stack sats, because I don't think you have to own like 10, 20 Bitcoin. Or who can do that? Who in there, regular people can do that. You can accumulate sats. You can try to get to one, maybe half a Bitcoin, either 0.25 Bitcoin, 0.1. All of that is going to be good in the future. The whole point of this video is telling you the urgency, though. The urgency. They're coming and they're taking all the Bitcoin. We see Michael Saylor, every little dollar he can get, where is it going? Bitcoin. We see BlackRock. We see these nation states. We see all these countries. We see these different entities. What are they doing? All starting to come around, all starting to accumulate Bitcoin. And then the person like me and you, the retail investor, the retail trader, as we saw with the Google Trends, not too many people are talking about it right now. We're going to be priced out. And then once people realize, like, dog, I should have been buying Bitcoin. I should have been talking about Bitcoin. I should have been looking into Bitcoin. It's going to be too late. So the whole point of this video is telling you Bitcoin is going. Bitcoin is going very fast. Always happens like this. Bitcoin was created to kind of level out the playing field. Now it's looking like it's going to do just as everything else is, get ate up by the big players, and the little people like me and you are going to be left to get the crumbs. And I don't want crumbs. I want the whole loaf. I want the whole loaf. So if you follow me, if you watch my videos, you know that I'm a big proponent of accumulating Bitcoin, saving in Bitcoin, using Bitcoin as my savings safe haven. So that's what I'm going to continue to do. That's what I'm implore you guys to do as the cool kids. And we got to make sure that when Bitcoin is gone, you know, technically, but not really, but once that supply shock does happen, when it might happen, it might be 5, it might be 10, it might be 15 years. But that time, I'm telling you, it's going to go so fast. You're going to look back and you can be like, dang, you remember that black dude who was talking about Bitcoin and he was saying accumulate Bitcoin. Now Bitcoin's at $1 million and we can't even buy it, really. We got to like search out. We got to like find somebody to sell us some Bitcoin. Like, we should have listened to him back then. And that's why I'm making these videos. I can come with charts. I can come with trade. And I can come with that all day. But when it comes to these heart-to-heart videos, I really want to put these out right now because I see through the lens. I see what's happening. And that's why I talked about those Google Trends. It's showing that the little people, the retail investors, they're not into it. They're not trying to accumulate. They're not even paying attention, really. But the big players are accumulating. The big players know what's going to happen in the future. That's why the price is so high. But you know, the what's going out in the world, the Google Trends are so low because it's just the big players who are pushing these prices, and the big players who are taking Bitcoin off exchanges, the big players who are accumulating Bitcoin. Like I said, I don't want us to be left in the dirt or left in the dust again. So stack sats, stack as many as you can. I'm trying to tell you, because the time will come when Bitcoin figuratively will be gone and we'll be scrambling to buy sats, man. You don't want to be doing that. I know I don't want to be doing that. And we just got to keep the fort, hold the fort. Don't let these people take all the Bitcoin. Don't panic sell. Don't do all that stuff. Because every time we've been panic selling over the years, just look at the chart. It's up and to the right. So all those people who've been panic selling, what do you think happened? You gave it to the big guy. So it's FD White, man. Just something I was thinking about as I'm taking my little morning walk, man. So, you know, hopefully that resonates with you. Hopefully that rings a bell in your head and you can stack sats and get as much Bitcoin as you can, because this system that we're living in right now, the government, the fiat system, going down. Bitcoin will be the best safe haven that you can have over the next few years. Not a guarantee, but from what I see, what I saw, and what I think I know, pretty sure about that. So this is FD White, man. Make sure you like and subscribe. Appreciate all my new subscribers. We got a lot of new subscribers that came since these last couple of videos. So I appreciate you for coming over. Appreciate you for watching. Like I said, make sure you like, subscribe, come join the Telegram, the Cool Kids Alpha Club. We drop charts, news, analysis, my thoughts in real time. Make sure if you're trading, I do have some links in the description below. Helps me out. I do get an affiliate cut from that, so that does help me out. And we're going to continue to grind, continue to push. And I appreciate you all. Have a good, what's today? Thursday, and I'll see you a little bit later.